Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is February 20th, 2015, and this is your man, Mr.KB. It's around that time, it's Loot Crate time again. I got the email, I think, yesterday, 2 days ago, and the Loot Crate's already here, which I'm happy about. I think that's one of the benefits of living close to Los Angeles, where I believe Loot Crate ships all of its packages from. I live in the OC, so it's really just like a 30-minute drive. So it's about it's about a 1-2 day wait when it comes to the postal service. This month's theme was play. I actually canceled my subscription right after the last one, the retro themed one. And then I told my wife that this month's Loot Crate was, play. It was focused around board games and such, and she's a big nerd for stuff like that, so I winded up re-upping the subscription. And perhaps I'll most likely wind up either subscribing for 3 to 6 months, or I am probably going to cancel again and wait till they reveal their next theme and see if I actually like it, and then pay another $20 when it comes to it. So without further ado, let's get into the box. Alright, so when you first open the box, you see that it has a board game. It's the Crate Packing Simulator 2015. This seems to be their like Loot Crate style, like one of a kind packaging thing. If you remember the retro box, it looked like an old Nintendo. This kind of goes with the play theme of board games. So we'll visit that a little bit later. The first item out of the box is the Money World Loot Crate Create Your Own Toy Style Doll. I'm not much of an artist. I can see perhaps the wife or my son liking this. If it's not stick figures, I can't draw. So perhaps they're more artistic than I am, and they can go for it, which is cool. Going further into the box, the big ticket item that was in the actual Loot Crate, or that was teased in the Loot Crate, which kind of made me happy that I bought it, was a Super Fight Loot Crate deck. The way they teased it was they showed a picture of Abraham Lincoln fighting, I believe, a laser wielding octopus. So if you turn to the back of the box, it says this is a 100 card version of the viral card game Super Fight, designed exclusively for Loot Crate by Skybound. These cards are only available in this exclusive deck. Create hilarious fires with these cards and argue over who would win in a fight between them. This seems to be the biggest reason why you would get something this way. It goes with the whole play theme again, but it's a card game, not the board game. So I'm a little conflicted how I feel about this, but who knows? It could be a lot of fun, and we can check that out. The other thing in here is a hex bug. This is the green ant. My son's always wanted a hex bug, and we never got around to buying them at Target. So I guess this for him would be kind of cool. He gets to try it out. It already came in the box, so who really cares? Whether or not he likes it at the end, because it's already included in the subscription price. The mystery bag here. The mystery bag contains 2 die. 1 black die, 1 white die, 6-sided, with 2 symbols each of what appears to be rock, paper, scissors. So instead of, rock, paper, scissors, you just literally shoot the die and it'll come up and we'll shoot it. And as you see here, black is paper, white is rock, black won. Always bet on black. Going further into the little box here, we have this month's themed pin, which is the Loot Crate. The Loot Crate February 2015 theme play. The art itself looks to be a little bit of a play on Monopoly. Anybody who's familiar with Monopoly whatsoever will kind of recognize what this is playing on. It's a cool little pin. Going into it a little bit further, we have a book here. The title of the book is Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. It is a New York Times bestseller. USA Today says it's enchanting. Willy Wonka meets the Matrix. There's other reviews in the back. Delightful, The Grown Ups, Harry Potter, The Huffington Post. To be honest, I am not one for books. I don't read books outside of internet articles and my magazines. I do very, very little reading. Very little reading. Wifey, on the other hand, she does plenty of reading. My son, on the other hand, does just as much reading. He is a very good reader, which I'm very proud of. You know, he didn't get that from me, which is awesome. I guess, you know, not for me it's not a big thing, but for them it's just another book to read, which is part of the awesomeness. It's more geared towards, I'm gonna say, my wife, which is kind of awesome that it played out the way that it played out. Looking at the other little LootCrate description, you have a little co-op gaming history of the game controller number 19, showing everything that's in the LootCrate, contents of the Mega Crate, and the history of, let me see, who else is here? And it shows the history of the controllers, basically going from the Genesis, Super Nintendo, the Atari 2600 joystick, and so on and so forth. Just about every controller that you can think of from the beginning of the home console's time on this planet is on here, which is pretty cool. And I think the die also go to the Super Fight. Let me see, rock, paper, scissors, dice game. I believe it goes into the Super Fight. We'll figure that all out when we play. And the last item that I want to speak about is this poster here. Sorry for some of the glare you see on the video. It's just the lighting is not ideal in my apartment, but it is what it is. It looks to be the constructs of a Pac-Man 2600 cartridge, going all the way from the back of the case, the actual RAM motherboard portion of it with the graphics laid on top, the top cover, and then the art to finish it off. This to me is the best part of the actual Loot Crate. I'm a gamer. Little things like this is what get to me. And that is pretty much the contents of the box. The rest of the, the box can be opened up and played. To be completely honest, me personally, I don't see my value here. I'm not big on board games. The wife is. So really, if she's happy in the end, then I'm happy, because at least one of us will see value out of this particular box. If we get into the Super Fight cards, then at that point, we can say that there's value there. But just by face value, just by opening the box value, I don't see enough value for me, which will leave me right now to actually cancel my subscription this month, literally like this second, and I'll just wait till they announce the next theme. If the theme is good enough for me to consider resubscribing, then I'll just do it again at $20 a pop. This is one of the things that I have with Loot Crate, where I personally cannot get behind them and subscribe long term, because there's little things like this that I don't know about. Like, if one month they just have something that none of us in the family are interested, that's $18-17 down the drain. I could spend that money eating. So it looks, for the time being, until I find my groove with Loot Crate, that I will be going basically month to month. Basically, if I like it, I'll order it, pay for it, and then cancel, wait for the next one, and just repeat the cycle. Yes, it's more expensive technically in the end, but if there's just that 1 month that I don't like the theme and I can just not pay for it, then that alone will be justification enough for me to go from this month to month style that I want to have right now. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. And if I wind up liking it, I'll probably say it in one of my other videos. So thank you for watching. This has been Mr. KB, and I'll see you guys next time.